Zoom expired. Normally it would be a box to come up to give you a 10-minute countdown. But for
Ah,
whatever reason, I didn't even get that. And it just ended abruptly.
sorry about that.
No, my deep apologies. I'm gonna finish out because I know this is your off day and I want you to enjoy your day. I still have like 3 questions that the students wanted to ask. So I'm just gonna pre-tape this and then show them the answered questions tomorrow morning.
Perfect.
Cool. So the first question is um, how and you touched upon this earlier. When collaborating on a project with someone, what are some of the pros and cons that you weigh before saying yay or nay? You know, as they say in Hollywood, a pass on a project. What variables, what intangibles do you weigh when before saying, you know, I want to be a part of this?
I think for me at this point, it's being on Ned for 10 months of the year. I'm doing the same character, every day for a long time. So for me now, if I'm going to work on this hiatus, like I'm going to do this little indie film at the end of May, um, it has to be like, can I have fun with the role? Is it something I haven't done yet? Is it something interesting that will excite me? Does it make me nervous? Who are the other people involved? Will I have fun playing with them? Do I like their work that they've done? How's the director? So I try to do things that are different, than what I've already done.
Uh, and take us into, especially in the midst of filming. Like I said earlier, we film 9 to 10 months into the year, so out of the year. So take us into a typical day of Miss Torrey. Uh, How early does that day start? Does it start like as early as 3, 4 in the morning to just get out the bed and get ready, you know, for the rigors of the day filming? Take us into a day in the life for you.
It starts pretty early. I normally have to be at COVID testing this year by 5 a.m. or 5:15. So I'm not a morning person. I try to be. I've tried to change that over my lifetime so far, and it just doesn't work. So ideally, I wish I could wake up at 3:30 to meditate and have my tea or something, but that just is not realistic for me. So what I normally try to do is make it as fast as possible. I wake up, walk my dogs, feed them, shower, hop in the car, go to work. And then when I get to work, that's when I start decompressing. And, then I do the COVID testing, and then we do hair and makeup. And that takes about an hour to an hour and a half. And then we rehearse the scene. And then, I got to get changed into my costume, get wired, then go in and film the scene and last all day and go home and then on repeat.
Um, what is it like? And this is a specific question from Christina. What was it like to be? What is it like to be considered a hero and role model to so many young ladies in Chicago and throughout the world over the years? Is it added pressure on you each and every day that you walk out the door?
It's pretty surreal. I mean, I definitely, um, it's funny because I've tried to be very aware with a lot of my choices personally, especially in the age of social media, aware that I have a lot of young eyes on me. And so, just little things that I'll do, I try to be very, careful about the content that I put out. I still honor who I am and I'm still me, but I also know that I have younger people watching. So I try to set a good example, or, even down to on my Instagram, I don't use, face filters or Photoshop or editing or any of that, because I want young girls coming to my page to feel like they're watching something real and it's okay to be flawed. And you know what I mean? Like that is of importance and value to me. So it's a little daunting, you don't want to set any bad examples, but it's definitely an honor to be in that position for sure.
Absolutely. Um, Two more questions. Who was your favorite actress growing up as a kid?
Mm. My favorite actress. I saw this movie that Brittany Murphy did called something Cloud. I can't remember it now. It's like Sky or Cloud. I don't know. And there was something about her that I just loved when I was like in high school. I thought she was so special. And I loved the way she acted and I loved her voice and her energy. She had this like really high energy that I really gravitated towards. So I was really sad when we lost her. But
Yeah.
she was one of my favorites growing up. And then I saw when Angelina Jolie did Gia. I really loved that. And I remember when I first started acting, I was like, I want to do a role like that. Like that was intense. She was so good in that. And then in my early 20s, I was turned on to Monica Bellucci. And I loved her too, because I just felt like I watched this movie. It's a very intense movie, so I wouldn't recommend it until you're a bit older, but it's called Milena. And I just thought she was just so good in it. So those women kind of gave me examples of like the kind of actor I wanted to be, to be taken seriously and to be able to delve into really challenging roles.
And leave this last question from Aaron. Uh, what what are 5 songs that are currently in your playlist right now, especially with your broad historic like musical background and jamming with some of the all-time greats? And did you have a did you listen to Tony growing up?
I did. I did. Because I had an older sister and older cousins. And so even though I was like a little bit young when they were super popular, I love that. I have a wide range of music in my like I have my Spotify liked list, you know what I mean? And it's so long and it does range from, I have classical music on there. I love listening to the artist I told you, Tommy Davis, and turn me on to Noel Pointer. He's a jazz violinist that's incredible. I love listening to him. And I'm such a fan of 90s hip hop. So you have like a lot of 90s hip hop in my stuff and like 90s R&B. Like sometimes in one moment you'll be listening to, a James Blake song or like
Yeah.
stuff or something, and then all of a sudden like SWV or As Yet or 112 or something will come on from like my generation. I'm like, yes. I I love Tupac. I like a lot of I love Jay-Z's last album. And then I like a lot of classic stuff. Like I was listening to Johnny Cash on vinyl the other day. So
Oh my
I just
goodness.
it just ranges. The only music I'm not into is like pop country. I'm not really into like that. But other than that, you can basically find everything. I love listening to big voices too. Like another artist that actually Tommy introduced me to at the time was Tina Marie. I love
Yeah.
her voice. And like Mariah Carey. I like listen to Mariah
Oh
Carey.
man.
So it definitely, and then I love little songs that I find that are contemporary and young. Like I love this. I really got into this song recently that I saw everybody doing that dance, the shuffle, that I cannot do because all I want to do is
The Cuban shuffle.
yes, all I want to do is turn it into the Running Man because that's what I learned how to do when I was a kid. So I think, but there's this song that everybody was doing it to called "Ride It" by I think Regard or something like that. Anyways, I loved that.
Yeah.
So it ranges. You know what I mean? I just everything.
Oh my goodness. Well, you have, like I said, you have to, once time permits, if at all, during the summer, or because we're having after school summer performing arts programs. We'll know over the next couple of weeks from a guidance standpoint, from a health guidance standpoint, what can be done virtually and what can be done in person from a social distancing standpoint. So,
Awesome.
worst case, if you can't visit the school in person, if you can join us again via Zoom or virtual over the summer, that will be amazing and outstanding. We will be the
I
students.
would,
I'll go ahead.
no, I said I would love that. That would be great.
Thank you so very much. And like I said, all of our homework assignments, um, and I'm telling the students that's their homework assignment, Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Uh, and and everyone's been watching faithfully. We're so proud of you. And we'll see what's to come between you and Dr. Marcel. And
Thank
so
you much. Awesome. Well, this was a lot of fun, and I would love, as soon as it's, you guys, if there is anything in person I could do, I would love to show up and say hi and hang out. That would be so cool.
all right, thank you so much. And oh, one other thing, my mom is a huge fan of yours. Can you say hello to Dolores right quick? She is an
Yes,
avid fan of yours, my mom.
that's awesome. Hi, Dolores. Thanks for watching.
All right, we'll talk to you soon,
For sure.
and we'll keep you posted on the upcoming our upcoming summer schedule.
That sounds great. Awesome. Have a great week.
All right, you too. Talk to you soon.
Bye.